once once it finished initializing the disk, it showed a message saying that it was done initializing, and then the screen just went blank. And so what I'll do now is I'll hit the menu button, the menu comes up, and I'm going to go down to the disk manager, and it says the disk format is DVD-VR. That's the only way it initializes it. It doesn't give you an option. I wish it did. Nonetheless, I have found that DVD-R does not work. I produced some discs for that, and they didn't play in any of my other DVD players. It only worked when I went to DVD-V. The difference is there's some nicer editing options for deleting unwanted portions of your clips in DVD-VR. You won't have that ability under DVD-V. However, as I mentioned, DVD-VR did not play back on any of my devices, only DVD. So I'm going to choose the recording format of DVD-V. All data will be deleted. Do you want to continue? Yes. And now it's going to go through this deal, basically the same thing it did when it first initialized as DVD-VR. Once that's done, we can begin recording. And as I mentioned, you're not ready to record until your playback devices show on your screen or monitor when the DVD-VR player is the only thing connected to your monitor. So your playback devices are not connected to your monitor. They're connected into the back of the DVD recorder. So if you press play on a playback device and it shows on your screen, then you're all set to record, which I've already done that for me. So I can leave the menu up, or I can hit the menu button and remove it like I just did there. I'm actually ready to record something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press record button on the DVD player, which is this red button with the circle on it. And then once I do that, I'm going to press play on, in my case, my playback device is my VHS camcorder. And at that point, it will record. So let's do that. Press record on, and you can see that it goes into record mode by looking at the display on the DVD recorder. There, I just pressed record. Now, I'm going to go up here to my camcorder and press play. I've already rewound it. Unfortunately, my camcorder turned off, so I've got to turn it back on. It does that automatically. I'm going to press play. And hope something happens. It stopped. All right. So this is actually good learning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that's rewound. My DVD is still recording as the red record button is showing, but I'm not getting any signal from my camcorder yet because it didn't play like I expected. So for good learning anyway, I'm going to deal with this and show how to deal with it. I'm going to first press the stop button on the remote to stop the recording. It says updating information of disk. Please wait for a moment, and then the record button will go off, or the record light will go off. There, it's done. So I just recorded a blank track that I want to get rid of. So I'm going to hit the menu button. I'm going to go down to title list and go over one to the right. Hello. Oh, I'm going to press enter. No. Oh, the remote has to be pointed to like exactly at the DVD recorder or it doesn't work. So go to title list, go to the right once. It shows me my titles. I'm going to just, since I'm highlighted on the first one, which is the only title there, I'm going to hit the enter button on the remote. It's going to drop this menu down, and I'm going to go down to delete and press enter. Do you want to delete? Go over to yes and enter. Now I have an empty title list. No title list found. Now I can go back to what I was doing, which is pressing record on the DVD player. I can use the remote, or I can use this record button here. I'm going to use the record button this time. So now that's recording, and now I press play. There we go. Now we should see some playback on the screen, which we do. This is a video that we took in 2000 for Christmas. And at this point, you just have to let it go until the video ends. There won't be any chance to edit your clips, so you want to make sure that as soon as your playback device is done playing, you hit the stop button on this remote, and that's when you know, that's when it will complete the track. And there's Jim and Sharon in 2000 for your enjoyment. And we made a little family Christmas video that we sent out to all of our families. So there you go.